Hey there, Pisces. It's April, the Organic Alchemist, and I am here with your Jupiter retrograde reading for the first month of Jupiter retrograde. So if you'd like to check out the overall general reading, that is going to be in the description box, and that will give you an idea of the energy that we are integrating this first month and kind of the overall general work to do to integrate that energy. This reading will get into the specific energy for you to do, Pisces. Also in the description box, you will find my social media, the decks that I'm using, and how to book a personal reading. Secondly, thank you guys all for all the shares, likes, subscribes, the thumbs up. Doggone it, I guess it's time to, to deal these cards. But thank you guys, and please continue it. I especially love your comments and knowing how the videos resonate with you. All right, guys, so let's get into it for our Pisces. So Pisces, this is going to be kind of the general work that you are going to need to do. This is going to get into the chakra, the movement, and the affirmation. So for you guys are going to be working on the solar plexus chakra. So that's where you're going to want to spend any extra time with your energy work, your meditation, that sort of stuff. Side angle pose is going to be the yoga pose that you're going to want to work with to help you integrate that energy into the physical body. And then my mind is free and clear. I attract positive experiences into my life. So that is going to be your affirmation or your mantra for this month as you integrate this energy. So let's look at the direct message from your guides for this first month of this Jupiter. I keep saying that, Jupiter retrograde. I wonder how many videos I've said that in. Yeah. Just point it out and giggle to me. Just be nice, though. Be nice. I do know how to pronounce it. But this is going to be the advice your guides have on your manifestation and abundance, and working with that through this Jupiter retrograde. And we're going to look at the direct advice and guidance they have in love. These cards are actually, they're love, but they're also like manifestation and getting your mind right. I tell you that. All right, there we go. And that's a mind right card right there. So no complaining. That is the first message from your guides around your manifestation and abundance. Stop complaining. Stop focusing on what you don't want and focus on what you want. Then in love and relationship, discernment. So really being able to, now this isn't about judgment, but this is about being able to really distinguish, to discern between what is for you and what is not for you, because everything is not for you. And so it really is going to help you look at, the areas of your life where you're working, and being able to discern, am I working from fear or love? And I like to refer to love almost as awareness at this point, but am I looking at things from fear or awareness and love? Am I looking at truth or am I looking at illusion? And so really working on your discernment. And remember, love and relationship isn't just romance. This is family, friends, jobs, partnerships, all of that stuff is going to come into play there. So let's look at how this is kind of playing itself out or integrating in with how's this energy integrating with your spiritual path. So there is, kind of, you guys are working on kind of moving out of some maturity and into some you guys are growing up, basically. There are some things that you have behaved immaturely about, or some thoughts that you've been immature about, that you're starting to become aware of and move out of. And in that, you're learning how to rebel in an adult style, I guess is the best way to put it, where you're learning how to not be the reckless rebel, where your rebellion can screw up your whole life, basically. Like you're moving out of that immature rebellion into that mature rebellion. So it's not that you're going to suddenly be on the traditional path and do whatever, but you're learning how to be mature in your rebellion and to make your rebellion useful for you and to actually have it lead you on on the path to where you want to go. And in doing that work, that is going to lead you into a space of really learning how to experience abundance and really learning how to master your abilities of manifestation and of drawing that energy and combined with that intention into what you want to experience in physical reality. So that's kind of the spiritual work that's going on this month as you are bringing this energy in. So how is this showing up in your physical experience of reality, in your day-to-day reality? How is this showing up for our Pisces universe? How is this showing up? All right, so Pisces, it looks like there is something that you are not moving away from, that you're not letting go of. Now, I don't want to say, a lot of people are like, oh, you're not, you're moving into stormy, or you're staying in stormy waters. What I kind of feel like with this card is that you're staying put because you know that even if you move away, you're taking all the baggage with you. So I feel like you guys are in a place, and now we have Judgment coming up, which is, in the tarot deck, it's a very similar card to that idea of discernment. So you are taking the time to really sit down and look at all this baggage. You're like, I'm not just running away from this. I'm not just going to run into what looks like, calmer waters, because I'm taking all my mental baggage with me. So I might as well work on my mental baggage. And that's why I feel the Judgment card is here for you guys. So right now, over this next month, you're going to be really looking at, reviewing, and discerning. And I think what you're going to be discerning is, what is it that is throwing you off balance? Where are you missing in your practices? Where is your outer reality influencing your inner reality? That's really how I look at the Temperance card. The Temperance card for me is, whereas the Magician is as above, so below, Temperance is so below, as above. So Temperance is the reminder that your outer world affects your inner world. So if you're not doing your work, and I've said this, and this is just the theme right now, because this is like easily the third or fourth reading that I've said this in. But if you're not doing your outer work, if you're not doing your movement, if you're not doing your meditation, if you're not doing your contemplation, if you're not setting your intentions, if you're not, taking time to show gratitude, it's a lot. But you know what? It can honestly be done in half an hour to an hour and a half a day, depending on what it is. But remembering, so I think that you're really in this place, like I said, Pisces, of evaluating all of that and really seeing the things that are keeping you out of balance, that are keeping you from manifesting. I want to pull one more card for you guys. That one seems weird, but whenever they seem weird, people are like, oh no, that's right. And so I'm not going to get rid of it, but we are going to pull one more. All right, so there are two cards that are coming up. This may be two separate lines of Pisces, or these cards might be relevant to, both cards might be relevant for you. So the first one that kind of popped out was Surrender to Passion. So really opening yourself up to what brings you joy, what I love how this card says, what makes you feel the fire in your belly, and whether that is with a person, a job, a partnership, an idea, a project, finding that for yourself. That is part of your work, is remembering where that is for you and surrendering to it in a healthy way, in a way that is going to benefit, to move you forward on the path that you want to be on. The second card that came through for you guys is Surrender the Habit of People Pleasing. So where you are looking to please other people above yourself, again, we all know that there are certain scenarios where that has to occur. Like, we know those moments. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is there are places, if this card's coming up, there are places where it is truly inhibiting your ability to grow and move forward. So again, going into that space of judgment, going into that space of discernment, and finding out what those places are. And again, using that judgment and discernment to look at, as you surrender to passion, what are the healthy passions? What are the healthy uses of that creative force energy? And what are the ones that just, in the end, you ain't supposed to be doing that, Pisces. Don't use this as an excuse. That's all I'm saying, Pisces. Don't use the surrender your passion to passion as an excuse to surrender to stupidity. Okay, that is what's coming through. You can get mad at me, Pisces, but That's what's coming through. So Pisces, what you guys have to look forward to as we get towards the end of this first month is there's definitely some celebration and development of community that is going to be happening for you and kind of begin to come to fruition at the end of the month. And then we have the Page of Swords, where you're also going to be moving into a place where you're not, and be careful with this, Pisces, but you're not, so you're going to get through this people pleasing thing to the point that you're like, I'll say it how I say it. Pisces, let's not go too far. Okay. This Page of Swords in reverse can be too far. This is so the Page of Swords in the upright is, truthful information spoken without tact. This is just potentially like, yeah, your pants don't match. Like, no, don't go there. So you're going to learn how to balance this. And so you're going to, again, the goal is to, in most cases, to bring this into the upright position. And so part of what you're going to be learning is, really how to set these boundaries from people, how to enjoy community while still setting your boundaries and not people pleasing. Without having to throw your sword around. So that is kind of the work that you're going to be moving into as we get to the end of the month. And then there's also something that you have been working on that as we get to the end of the month, you're going to graduate from that in some way. You're going to kind of finish that, tie that up, that apprenticeship, so to speak, is going to be coming to an end, and you will have learned what you can from either that situation, that scenario, that person, that job, that project, whatever it might be. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily that your role's not going to change or that you're going to actually leave whatever that is, but whatever that kind of learning was, whatever that cycle was there, because I really feel like it was a learning. So even if it was spiritual, it was literally like you're finishing a semester of school. Like that's kind of what this card is, and you're going on to the next semester. So you've finished it. And this in the upright, I feel like you're kind of finishing it up. But in the bottom, there's just no more need to work on it. You've gotten it done. You're good. So your final message, Pisces, is you are good enough. So really remembering that as you move forward and as you work through this energy. And you don't have to people please to be enough. All right. And I just want to take you back because I just want to remind you that was your direct message coming in around your manifestation and abundance while you're integrating this energy. Just wanted to remind you. All right. I love you, my Pisces. As always, I hope this totally resonated. Please thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment. I love getting your comments. And that's it, guys. Love you lots, and I will see you next reading. Take care.